Switzerland may be a landlocked country, but it is home to some of the world's best manufacturers of diving watches. To be fair, while you certainly can't access any salty waters from our beautiful alpine nation, there are plenty of lakes and rivers here, ripe for underwater exploration. So why do the Swiss make so many diving watches? Because that's what watch enthusiasts want. And take it from us, at Les Ambassadeurs, the Swiss aim to please. Due to the current popularity of diving watches, almost every watch brand offers at least one collection dedicated to diving. And today, we'll be reviewing a new batch of TISSOT divers, the SEASTAR 1000 Quartz and the SEASTAR 2000 Professional. We've added all the reference numbers and product specifications in the description below if you want to go back and look at the details later. But for now, sit back and enjoy this video. Tissot has had a long history with dive watches, dating back to at least the 1960s. The SEASTAR name goes back even further, first appearing in the 1950s. However, these earlier TISSOT SEASTAR models were not diving watches. Rather, they were understated and elegant everyday watches that could withstand some water exposure. The history of the SEASTAR diving watch began sometime in the 1970s with the introduction of the TISSOT T12 SEASTAR, with an inner diving bezel. T12 stands for 12 atmospheres, which indicated that the watch was water-resistant to 120 meters. Fast forward to today. Tissot has added a handful of new models to the collection, in two different sizes and powered by two different movements. First up, we have the new TISSOT SEASTAR 1000 Quartz models, which have 36mm stainless steel cases. This is good news for those with smaller wrists looking for a solid dive watch option. Tissot makes the SEASTAR 1000 Quartz in three colors: black, blue, and white. The black version looks more vintage than the rest thanks to the golden details on the dial and bezel. The blue edition is modern and versatile and perfectly appropriate for a diving watch. And the white model, which is fitted with a lacquered dial, is crisp, fresh, and has summer written all over it. These 36mm TISSOT SEASTAR 1000 Quartz watches are water-resistant to 300 meters, or 1,000 feet, and the unidirectional rotating steel bezel is deeply notched to secure a good grip. The bezel's mineral glass insert is marked to 60 minutes to time dives, or eggs on the stove, whichever comes first. Powered by quartz movements, the SEASTAR 1000 watches include an end-of-life function to let you know when the battery needs to be replaced, which won't be for another 4 years. If the seconds hand starts making 4-second jumps, it's time to head to a service center for a new battery. The back of the SEASTAR 1000 is fitted with a screw-down case back emblazoned with the SEASTAR name and seahorse symbol. One of the coolest features of these new SEASTAR 1000 models is the interchangeable strap system, which means you can easily swap out a steel bracelet for a colorful silicone strap. Incidentally, Tissot makes a few silicone straps for the SEASTAR 1000, ranging from classic black and light blue to punchy orange and bright white. Now, on the other side of the size spectrum from the SEASTAR 1000 are the new TISSOT SEASTAR 2000 Pro Powermatic 80 models. Flaunting sizable 46mm steel cases that are 16.25mm in height, the SEASTAR 2000 Pro watches are not for the faint of heart. Let's be clear, these are big watches with big ambitions. However, the shorter lugs do make the oversized cases easier to wear. These SEASTAR 2000s are ISO 6425 certified professional diving watches, complete with a helium escape valve and a water resistance rating of 600 meters, or 2,000 feet. Tissot released two new versions of this hefty professional diver. The first is fitted with a black ceramic bezel insert with golden graduations, a black wave dial with matching golden details, and a black rubber strap. The second has a black PVD-coated steel case, a black ceramic bezel insert with silver-toned graduations, a blue to black gradient dial with the same wave motif, and a blue textile strap with black rubber underneath. Again, you can easily switch out the straps for another color or material depending on your mood. Flip the watches around and you'll see that they're furnished with a sapphire crystal case back for a view of the notable Powermatic 80 automatic movement, with, you guessed it, 80 hours of power reserve. 80 hours for an affordable mechanical watch is impressive, especially if you consider that there are plenty of pricier watches with less power reserve than that. Plus, the caliber is fitted with a patented Nivacron balance spring, which boosts the magnetic, shock and temperature variation resistance of the movement. The dials of both the SEASTAR 1000 and the SEASTAR 2000 Pro are home to 3 hands at the center and a date window at the 6 o'clock position. Shielding the dials are scratch-resistant sapphire crystals, which benefit from double-sided anti-reflective coating. Of course, since these are dive watches, the SEASTAR dials have generous amounts of superluminova on the hands and indexes, so the watches can glow nice and bright in the dark. So, who are these new TISSOT SEASTAR models for? Well, anyone looking for a solid Swiss-made diving watch that offers a ton of value. The smaller Quartz SEASTAR 1000 versions are ideal for those with slimmer wrists and who enjoy the practicality of a battery-operated watch. Despite the more restrained proportions, you still get 300 meters of water resistance and a super legible dial. The price for the blue SEASTAR 1000 Quartz model is 375 Swiss francs, while both the black and white versions are slightly more expensive, priced at 395 Swiss francs. For fans of professional diving watches that make a big impact on the wrist, the SEASTAR 2000 Pro is an enticing proposition. For not a lot of money, you get a heck of a lot of nice-to-haves with this ISO 6425 compliant diver. There's the ceramic bezel, the wave-embossed dial, sapphire crystals on both sides, a top-notch automatic movement, and more water resistance than you'll ever need. The price for the steel SEASTAR 2000 Professional with the black and gold dial is 995 Swiss francs, while the black PVD version with the blue to black gradient dial is priced at 1,065 Swiss francs. Even if you never dive, and let's be honest, most of us don't ever use our diving watches for actual scuba diving, these new TISSOT SEASTAR models are just great-looking sports watches that you can wear just about all the time. So whether you're in the market for your first dive watch or a seasoned collector of them, the TISSOT SEASTAR is one to consider adding to your collection. So there you have it, our overview of the new SEASTAR 1000 Quartz and SEASTAR 2000 professional diving watches by TISSOT. What do you think of these watches? Would you consider adding these to your collection? Drop a comment below and let us know. If you want to stay up to date on the latest watch reviews from Les Ambassadeurs, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to receive a notification each time we upload a new video. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.